The next steps moving forward, if the law is found unconstitutional, would be for our country to have an intelligent and thoughtful discussion about the strengths of the law and utilizing the feedback to make it better. One political party will seek to repeal the law line by line and to start all over. And I think that fails to recognize that there are good parts of the Affordable Care Act. There are also parts that are not as good. We should try to identify those portions which are moving our nation forward and to try to strengthen them. And I think it will take many years to reframe the discussion, perhaps along the lines of what Chancellor Phil Lee once stated, that healthcare is a public good. And I think we will have to separate self-interest from societal best interests as we move forward in this discussion. I anticipate that health reform will take decades to achieve. I believe that our nation should work collectively towards crafting a 28th Amendment to the United States Constitution to determine whether access to basic and emergency health care is a constitutionally guaranteed right. It will be a starting point where our nation could then ponder the equally important responsibilities that are inherent with that right, such as smoking cessation and not utilizing alcohol too frequently, and thereby prove to be a starting point for our nation to move forward. I believe that physicians, medical students, residents, healthcare professionals, and nurses can play a very important role by having the courage to travel to Washington, D.C., to prepare white papers and to submit testimony and to become involved in the discussion. I believe that during the passage of the Affordable Care Act, an insufficient number of frontline clinicians were involved in the discussion, and therefore I think that the less than ideal law that resulted reflected that. I do believe that Congress and the White House have recognized the mistake of not involving nurses, doctors, pharmacists adequately when they crafted the Affordable Care Act. I do believe that this is an excellent opportunity for healthcare clinicians to travel to Washington, D.C. and to get into those key committee hearings and rooms and to enlighten the discussion so that our nation can craft a better law that will achieve those goals of fairness and equity for patients all across our country.